that did not happen owing to the concerns that were raised by various members. And this sitting this afternoon is yet another sitting after that particular resumption of members from the long recess. The business of the day still is on the appointment of members to the House Business Committee, as well as the Speaker being expected to deliver the ruling on the matters that were raised or other concerns that were raised by members of Parliament. This is a live broadcast that is streaming from the Parliament buildings in Nairobi, a broadcast that is brought to you by the Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit in partnership with the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. My name is Kamche Menza. Welcome. On the screen, as you can see, those are members making their way into the chambers. You will recall that this morning, the members, as per the business of the House, or the normal business of the House, is that they were supposed to hold a sitting. However, that sitting was cancelled. As I had indicated earlier, is that the House Business Committee is yet to be established. At the beginning of every session, that committee, which oversees the business and the calendar of the House, has to be established for it to be able to plan and guide the House on the business or the agenda that the members, as they sit during the plenary sittings, will be able to transact or consider. That business has not been dispensed with. So in the order paper, as the members make their way into the chambers, is that motion on the appointment of members to the House Business Committee, a motion that will be moved by the leader of the majority party. It remains the business or the sole business that will be done this afternoon. However, we understand that the issues that came about in yesterday afternoon sitting is that this afternoon the Speaker is expected to deliver a ruling with regards to the leadership of the House, of course, following concerns that were raised by Honorable Millie Odhiambo regarding the judgment on the majority party of the House. You will recall that yesterday afternoon sitting, each member of the House was given an opportunity by the Speaker to ventilate on that particular matter. Members giving their opinions on how that particular judgment, or rather the impact of that particular judgment on the business of the House. And the Speaker directed that he will be giving a ruling on that particular matter this afternoon. So as members make their way into the chambers, they expect that that particular ruling will be given, or that the direction on which side of the two factions in the chambers holds the majority side and which one holds the minority side. You will recall that yesterday, members of the minority side took their position, that is especially the leadership from the minority side took their positions on the majority side. However, I have just seen some of the leaders from the minority side are still on this other side we will wait to see how that situation unfolds this afternoon as the Speaker comes to issue that particular ruling. The Speaker yesterday had indicated that the judgment from the High Court had quashed that decision on the leadership of the House, but the Speaker is the one who will decide the majority and the minority side, indicating that neither the court or any other institution can make a ruling affecting the House businesses or business. So even as members walk into the House for this afternoon sitting, that particular ruling is pertinent to how the business of the House will take place. Even the membership of the House Business Committee might or might not be affected. That will depend on how the Speaker rules. The changes in the House Business Committee, in the membership of the House Business Committee, is pursuant to provisions of Standing Order 171F, which indicates that the leadership of the House remains as part of the membership of the House Business Committee. However, there are other 9 members who are usually selected to join that membership, and it is a committee that there are new members. The 9 members are usually new at the beginning of every session. So once this committee is set or agreed upon, is when the House will be able to sit and transact business. That is after the committee has agreed on the agenda of the House and the calendar of the House for the 4th session. The 9 other members are usually nominated by parliamentary parties and approved by the House at the commencement of every session, reflecting the relative majorities of the seats held by each of the parliamentary parties in the National Assembly, and taking into consideration the interests of parties other than parliamentary parties and independents. I can see members upstanding. That is a clear indication that the Speaker, as you can see, has already made his way into the chambers. He will preside over this afternoon's sitting, deliver that particular ruling, then lead the House into appointing the members of the House Business Committee. My name is Kamche Menza. Allow me to hand you over to this live broadcast. Good afternoon.
Honorable members, tuombe. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, ambaye kwa hekima na wema wako umeteua nyadhifa za viongozi na mabunge kwa ustawi wa jamii na utawala wa haki wa wanadamu. Tukusihi utazame kwa rehema nyingi sisi watumishi wako ambao wameridhika kutuita ili tutekeleze shughuli muhimu za jamhuri yetu. Tunakuomba uteremshie baraka zako sisi tuliokutanika hapa, na utujalie tuyatende na kufikiria mambo yote atakayofikishwa mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili utukufu na sifa zako ziendelezwe, na ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi yetu na wale ambao haja zao umezikabidhi mikononi mwetu. Amen. And the other one, you have correct. Honorable members, we have more than the necessary quorum. Congratulations for this enthusiasm. And you should keep that spirit throughout the term and the session so that we can transact business better. Clerk, can we start?
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Honorable members, this is not what you are expecting. It will come slightly later. This is a communication on the reconstitution of the Select Committee on the National Government Constituency Development Fund. We left it out yesterday. Honorable members, you recall that during yesterday's sitting on Tuesday, 11th February 2025, I notified the House that the term of 18 committees had lapsed pursuant to the standing orders. I wish to further notify the House that in addition to the 18 committees listed in my communication number 001 of 2025 of yesterday, the term of the Select Committee on the National Government Constituency Development Fund also lapsed yesterday. This is pursuant to Section 50 of the National Government Constituency Development Fund, Cap 414A. In this regard, I have since instructed the clerk to write to the leader of the majority party and the leader of the minority party, notifying them of this fact and requesting them to submit the names of members to be appointed to serve on this committee. This will enable the Committee on Selection to consider the reconstitution of all committees that lapsed at once, and thereafter submit its recommendations, including any consequential changes to other committees, to the House Business Committee for consideration. Honorable members, as you have noticed in today's order paper, the reconstitution of the House Business Committee is listed as order number 8. I note that by way of letters addressed to the Speaker, Honorable Kimani Chungwa and Honorable Junet Mohammed, in their respective capacities, already submitted names of members for appointment to the House Business Committee. These names are listed in the motion under Order 8. Honorable members, now that the question as to which is the majority party and the minority party and their respective leaders in the House is going to be settled, I urge the House to reconstitute the House Business Committee when the business appearing under Order 8 is reached, whether today or tomorrow. I hope today. This will enable the committee to expeditiously embark on preparing and approving the calendar of the House for the fourth session and setting the agenda for the House, starting with the business for tomorrow, Thursday afternoon sitting. I also urge the leadership, once constituted, to expedite the constitution of the committees that lapse in order to facilitate timely consideration of priority business, particularly the business relating to the budget cycle for the financial year 2025-26. I wish to note that pursuant to Section 25 of the Public Finance Management Act, Cap 412A, the Budget Policy Statement, PBS, must be submitted on or before 15th of February 2025. Further, under Section 33(1) of the said Act, the debt management strategy of the national government over the medium term ought to be submitted to Parliament on or before the 15th of February 2025. Honourable members, today being the 12th of February 2025, I direct the clerk to urgent liaise with the National Treasury to ensure that the 2025 budget policy statement and debt management strategy are submitted to Parliament. The two documents ought to be tabled either in the course of today's sitting or during tomorrow's sitting, being the last available sitting day as per the prescribed timelines. Having said so, honourable members, strict statutory timelines apply to the consideration of the BPS by the Budget and Appropriation Committee and indeed the departmental committees. Therefore, the urgent formation of the Budget and Appropriations Committee and the Public Debt and Privatization Committee to consider the budget policy statement and debt management strategy cannot be overstated. The House is accordingly guided. Call out messages.
Order number 3, messages.
Members, take the nearest seats on whichever side you desire. Honorable Jeho, take the nearest seat. Honorable members, I have a message from the Senate. Order. Honorable members, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 45(5), I wish to report to the House that I have received 8 messages from the Senate regarding the passage of the following bills. 1, the Houses of Parliament Bicameral Relations Bill, National Assembly Bill number 44 of 2023. 2, the Cotton Industry Development Bill, Senate Bill number 5 of 2023. 3, the Public Transport Motorcycle Regulation Bill, Senate Bill number 38 of 2023. 4, the Public Finance Management Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 40 of 2023. 5, the Fire and Rescue Services Professionals Bill, Senate Bill number 55 of 2023. 6, the Intergovernmental Relations Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 12 of 2024. 7, the Political Parties Amendment number 2 Bill, Senate Bill number 26 of 2024. 8, the Elections Amendment number 2 Bill, Senate Bill number 29 of 2024. And honorable members, the first message conveys that on Thursday, 5th December 2024, the Senate considered and passed the Houses of Parliament Bicameral Relations Bill, National Assembly Bill number 44 of 2023, with amendments. In this regard, the Senate now seeks the National Assembly's reconsideration of the bill in accordance with the provisions of Article 112 of the Constitution. The second message relates to the passage of the Cotton Industry Development Bill, Senate Bill number 5 of 2023. The message conveys that the Senate considered and passed the National Assembly's amendments to the bill on Wednesday, 4th December 2024. Members will recall that in accordance with the provision of Article 112 of the Constitution, the National Assembly considered and passed the bill with amendments on 14th August 2024 and referred them to the Senate for consideration. The passage of the bill by the Senate in the form passed by the National Assembly therefore concludes the bicameral consideration of the bill. Honorable members, the third message relates to the passage of the Public Transport Motorcycle Regulation, what is commonly called Border Bill, Senate Bill number 38 of 2023. The message conveys that the Senate considered and passed the bill with amendments on Thursday, 5th December 2024. The bill seeks to provide for a regulation of the border industry and for connected purposes. The fourth message relates to the passage of the Public Finance Management Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 40 of 2023, published via Kenya Gazette Supplement number 160, dated 1st September 2023. The bill seeks to amend the Public Finance Management Act, Cap 412A, to entirely require county governments to develop and implement a county revenue collection system and to provide for the process of funding functions that have been transferred from one level of government to another under Article 187 of the Constitution. The message conveys that on Thursday, 5th December 2024, the Senate considered and passed the Public Finance Management Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 40 of 2023, with amendments. The fifth message relates to the passage of the Fire and Rescue Services Professionals Bill, Senate Bill number 55 of 2023. The message conveys that the Senate considered and passed the bill with amendments on Thursday, 5th December 2024. The bill seeks to provide for the establishment, administration, powers and functions of the Fire and Rescue Services Professionals Board, the examination, training, registration and licensing of fire and rescue services professionals, and for connected purposes. The sixth message relates to the passage of the Intergovernmental Relations Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 12 of 2024. This bill seeks to amend the Intergovernmental Relations Act, Cap 265F, to establish a structured framework for intergovernmental relations to enhance relations amongst the national government, county executive, and county assemblies. The message conveys that the Senate considered and passed the bill with amendments on Thursday, 5th December 2024. The seventh and eighth messages relate to the passage of the Political Parties Amendment number 2 Bill, Senate Bill number 26 of 2024, and the Elections Amendment number 2 Bill, Senate Bill number 29 of 2024. The bills seek to amend the Political Parties Act, Cap 7D, and the Elections Act, Cap 7, to actualize some of the recommendations and views of the public submitted to the National Dialogue Committee, NADCO, during the National Dialogue Discourse on issues of electoral justice and related matters. The message conveys that the Senate considered and passed the two bills with amendments on Thursday, 5th December 2024. Honorable members, with regards to the Senate amendments to the Houses of Parliament Bicameral Relations Bill 2023, the schedule of amendments is hereby referred to the Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs for consideration and reporting. With regard to the Senate bills, members will note that standing orders require the Speaker to cause a bill received from the Senate to be read a first time upon conveyance of its message. In view of this, and in order for the House to commence consideration of the Senate bills, I hereby direct the clerk to schedule the bills in the order paper for first reading in the next sitting. Thereafter, the bills stand committed to the following departmental committees: the Public Transport Motorcycle Regulation Bill to the Departmental Committee on Transport and Infrastructure, the Public Finance Management Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 40 of 2023 to the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning, the Fire and Rescue Services Professionals Bill, Senate Bill number 55 of 2023 to the Departmental Committee on Regional Development, the Intergovernmental Relations Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 12 of 2024 to the Departmental Committee on Administration and National Security, the Political Parties Amendment number 2 Bill, Senate Bill number 26 of 2024, and the Elections Amendment number 2 Bill, Senate Bill number 29 of 2024 to the Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs. The House is accordingly guided, and I thank you. Members at the bar, take the nearest available seats. As we do so, allow me to acknowledge in the public gallery, I believe these are students from Kenya Institute of Management, Nairobi campus, Nairobi. On my behalf and on your behalf, I welcome them to the House of Parliament for this afternoon's sitting. Where is the school for Queen? Is it there? Honorable members, I also wish to welcome a school from Nyandarua called Magomano Girls. I believe it's from Kinangop. On behalf of myself and the House, we welcome them to the House of Parliament. And Honorable Thuku Kwenya has asked me for a minute to welcome the school from his constituency, and strictly 1 minute, Kwenya. You are not allowed to wave at people in the gallery.
I'm waving at, sorry, Mr. Speaker, I'm waving at the clerk
Yes.
for him to just spot where I am. Mr. Speaker, I thank you for this opportunity to welcome a great school in my constituency by the name Magomano Girls. And I want to assure them that the Parliament is a beautiful place to be and to work. And given the opportunity, Mr. Speaker, now they have a dream of a place they would wish to work and even represent their constituents maybe later in life. They are most welcome, feel welcome. This is Parliament where we say that there is a place of record and decorum. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.